Hi, good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 5. People over the years have faced difficulty in understanding their finances and get a clear view of their spending pattern and thus found it very difficult to make financial decisions during normal as well as emergency times. We are here to present our product, eCashmate, a personal finance application that tends to help people manage their expenses in a simple, hassle-free way. Our product mainly helps our users in taking investment loan decisions with their present spending pattern and available savings. Some of the main features are how much loan can a user afford based on the available monthly fund as EMI, considering no change in the existing spending pattern, calculating the amount of expenses to be reduced per month in the case of shortage of money for the EMI for the targeted loan. If surplus monthly funds are available after making EMI payment, how to manage them. Other notable features of the product are it integrates the user's bank account into one place, thereby reducing the user's pain into going into multiple tabs to look into the detailed transaction reports of multiple accounts of his bank. It uniquely segregates expenses into different categories like food and drink, home rent payment, insurance payment, shops, travel, bill payments, recreation, etc., which will help the customers understand his expenses better rather than going through a single list of expenses as can be found in the existing personal finance applications. With graphical representation of expenses in the form of bar diagram and pie charts, it saves customers time and energy to see what is happening with his or her money. It provides both weekly and monthly expense charts, thus giving the user more flexibility in tracking expense. With the use of machine learning, it helps users to have an idea about the future spending pattern if he keeps spending at the current rate. He will be cautious enough and thereby can think of changing his or her spending behavior if needed for the future.
Considering potential real-world problems and explaining solutions for them. Here in general, people can estimate their monthly savings, but they don't know how much loan they can afford with that money. Most of the calculators go with top to bottom approach, like what is the loan amount, rate of interest, loan duration to calculate EMI. But here we went with bottom to top approach as user can give his monthly affordability and remaining variables so that we can calculate his affordable loan amount. Before taking the questions from the user, initially, we need to analyze individual capabilities and risk appetite. For that, we need to create questionnaire based on the following variables per month. These variables will play a key role in assessing the problems and give support to provide proper solution for the users. Here we are providing most common expenses list for a common man. Variables expenses to be considered apart from the regular expenses are car loans, credit card expenses, student loans, other mortgage loans, child support expenses, payments, property taxes, homeowners association fees, homeowners insurance, other loans, etc. Required variables to be considered before taking loan: gross annual income, available funds, emergency funds, fixed closing costs, term of mortgage in years, annual interest rate, total estimated closing costs, home price depreciable percentage, years to be depreciated, etc. Coming to our product, it can solve multiple problems. They are how much loan a user can afford based on the available monthly funds as EMI, continuing the existing spending pattern. For the ease of the user, based on the above question, we have developed further 5 questions to make it clear for the users. Calculating maximum available funds for EMI based on the existing spending pattern. Calculating maximum affordable loan amount based on the available funds as EMI. Calculating maximum affordable asset price based on the present spending pattern considering existing available funds to purchase. Calculating maximum asset price can be considered after deducting all expenses associated to the purchase like brokerage, closing costs, etc. Calculating annual depreciation for the asset based on the number of years and depreciation percentage given. The technical code used for the calculation of the above question is this. Coming to the next question, calculating the amount of expenses to be reduced per month in the case of shortage of money for the EMI for the targeted loan. Our product can help with the following questions and solutions to give clear picture about their requirements. Calculating monthly EMI to be paid for the required amount of loan. Calculating how much expenses needs to reduced to cover that EMI. Here we can advise the areas of expenses to be controlled based on the monthly expenses reports generated. Calculating total payment paid for the purchase of the asset. The technical Python code used for calculation of the above question is. Here we used few variables like loan amount, annual rate of interest, number of years. Coming to the next question, if surplus monthly funds are available after making EMI payment, how to manage them? If the user has sufficient surplus funds after making EMI payment, then our product advises him to compare his return on investment and bank rate of interest. If his return on investment is greater than bank rate of interest, then he can use our first question to calculate his affordable loan amount and invest them at his own return on investment and take the leverage advantage of the loan.
Finally, our product can also give monthly reports and alerts. It uses the spending limit that the user can put on the different expense categories as mentioned earlier. This will help the customer in a sense that the application will send notification in case of overspending or underspending, thereby helping the person maintain his standard of living. Along with that, it can give monthly recommendation reports based on the expenses and their individual limits set by the user. Our belief for its success is that the unique features like integration of bank transactions, monthly category-wise expenditure report, alert creation, and investment and loan taking decision all happening in under one application will help the user feel handy, save time, and gain more knowledge on their financial literacy, which will help them take better decision to improve their wealth in the real world situation. Thank you, and we will be glad if you go through our Jupyter Notebook for further codes, and we are happy to take further questions. Thank you once again.